Here we go, it's last week of the auction, America's favorite top 10 list of auction results from around the globe, as hand selected by me, Josh Levine, your host and guide to the world of auctions. This is episode 3 of season 2 and continues to be the hottest YouTube series and social media sensation in the world. Okay, the auction world. Because it's like you took Bill Nye the Science Guy, the Antiques Roadshow, rainbow sprinkles from your favorite donut, chewed them all up, put on a mask and went to Costco. Okay, wow, that really got away from me. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about? We got the goods and I got a great show for you. So welcome back, subscribers and newbies. This is gonna have some fun facts and so much more. I'm telling you, there is nothing more interesting than the auction world. So, little quick business before we get started. Subscribe below, turn on notifications, give the video a thumbs up, leave your comment, and as always, share your ideas. I have the links in the drop-down section at the bottom of the video to everything I discussed, these great auction houses, and all my social media and contact information. So are you ready? It's last week at the auction. Starting us off at number 10 is a wonderful old cast iron dog boot scraper. I believe that's an Irish setter. It sold for $600 at a great sale the folks at Leland Little were having at their place in Hillsborough, North Carolina. And I chose to feature this piece to remind you of those outside or out of sight estate goodies. This is the stuff that people leave when they're selling their house or have an estate clean out. After all, they're on the ground, out of sight, rusty, dirty, and why would anybody want that? Well, that's 600 bucks you left on the table or on the floor or out back. Got me? All right. Number 9. I knew this was going to happen and now I got proof. I wrote an article a little while back. All right, I'm just going to get on with it. An unassuming sheet of 1990s Pokemon cards just sold for $725. Because why? Nostalgia is money. This is a group of early Pokemon holographic cards, or holo cards as they call them, and there were a few rare birds in there, but this is like having Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle cards to the millennial geeky generation, you know? And they were sold by the team at Trains and Other Old Stuff, which is a great name for an auction house. I just start looking for Pokemon cards. All right, number 8 is from my good buddy Robert Haynes of Monarch Auction and Estate Services. He sold a beautiful William Spratling Sterling Butterfly Brooch for $800 this past week in an online-only on-site sale in Tempe, Arizona. I feature this piece for 3 reasons. One, you gotta know your marks. This was 30 bucks in silver at a pawn shop if you didn't know the Spratling mark. Number 2, auctions work, and a piece like this, you know, at a fine antique store might be priced at like $300 to $500, but when you get some auction fighting going on, you got 800 bucks because they're not making any more of them. And my third reason is Robert is one of the best people in the industry. Did I mention he's a geek and likes Pokemon cards? No? All right. Number 7, it's a Schwinn Stingray Krate Lemon Peeler Muscle Bike. And this baby brought $1,200 at Trains and Other Old Stuff, I love that name still, in Fowler, Indiana. They had some great stuff, as you can tell, in this sale. And it's another one of those, you know, iconic 70s classics, and they're really desirable now. You know, I think you're going to find there's a lot of educational stuff in this and stuff to look for at those estate sales. All right. Number 6, it's an Audio Research SP10 high definition stereo amp, and it brought $2,100 at Leland Little, and I told you that was a great sale. This was a circa 1982 tube amp, and this is the type of thing that people toss out. Audiophiles love vintage electronics, and tubes are king. Always look if you don't know. Promise you, you will not regret it. All right. Here's number 5. It's a super rare cast iron toy called the Static Speedboat by Hubley, and it brought $3,000 at Bertoia in Vineland, New Jersey. When I saw Bertoia was having a toy sale, I knew I'd have results for you. They rock the toy world, and that is for sure. They have so many important collections in this sale, so you're going to see more of them. Let's keep going. Number 4 is Dominick and Haff gilt sterling silver plates. They served up an amazing bid of $12,000 at the Great Gatsby auction in Atlanta, Georgia. Circa 1900 and quite rare, but again, proving that auction set the bar. I believe their pre-auction estimate was like $2,000 to $3,000, probably based on the silver, but I'm sure when the sale was over, you had a happy consignor and a happy auction house, which is always nice. Number 3, again, I told you Bertoia was coming back. I told you they had some amazing collections. This is the Breadwinner Mechanical Bank by J.E. Stevens, and are you ready? $14,000. Cha-ching. That's a lot of change, and this one, maybe this one's for gold coins. I don't know. Let's just move on to number 2. This was a 1929 Olympian train set, and it was featured at Lloyd Ralston Gallery in Shelton, Connecticut, and it brought $27,000. Yeah, you heard me. Choo-choo, people. I don't know what happened here. The finest examples of the rarest toys, though, always command top dollar. And, you know, it's just certain things like this. You have to have them in an auction. Can you imagine walking in a toy store and they're like, that set's $27,000. Now, here's a crazy one. That brings us to number one. These Korean glazed porcelain water droppers, fairly unassuming, but I'm sure at PBS auctions in LA, they're not gonna forget them because they sold for $31,000. You heard me. I had to dig into this lot for my own mental database. I've seen these before and I honestly did not know what they were. I thought they held string or whatever. They just had a tiny little hole in them, looked like fruit. You know, I'll never forget now, a water dropper, it turns out, is a device that was used in East Asian calligraphy. These little containers are designed to hold a small amount of water used in the making of ink. A few drops of water and an ink stone and an ink stick and you're good to go. Be on the lookout, and of course, they're not all gonna sell for $30,000, but you'll never get anything for them if you don't know what to call them or what they are other than a porcelain thingy. So there you go. So now you know what happened last week at the auction. There's no rapid recap this week. The viewers have spoken and said they want more information and shorter videos. I don't know if I should take that. Anyway, I do what you people ask. So there you go. So this week's viewer email comes from Stephen W. I love W of Seattle. Stephen asks, can anyone bid at the auctions you're talking about? Of course you can. These are all public estate and antique auctions going on around the country and the world. The platforms that stream these sales make it so easy for you to bid. You have live auctioneers, Invaluable, High Bid, Proxy Bid, and so much more. Again, I have all the links down below and they don't pay me anything. So just be sure you know their shipping terms and their buyer's premium before you bid. Just ask questions if you don't know. Great question, Stephen, and thanks again for everyone who was watching. And don't forget to email me at josh@joshlevinespeaks.com, where you too can feel free to send me any and all questions. And remember, if you enjoy the show, subscribe below. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. That way I know what you like and want more of. I hope you truly enjoyed today's episode. And do not forget to check out all the other auction houses that I talked about in today's video and the other videos, because this world of auctions really needs your support, especially during this time. Thanks again. I'm Josh from Josh Levine Speaks.